Welcome to our free training on ISO 27001 implementation, and the topic today is scoping. My name is Mark Bernard. I have 29 years of experience in this profession, and I will be your instructor today. Following best practices like project management will be the key to your success. We've been using project management methodologies for over 2 decades and has proven to be extremely useful and successful. The project management methodology consists of 5 phases: initiate, plan, execute, control, and close. Our approach to ISO 27000 implementation consists of the following strategy. There are 10 steps within our strategy, and today we're going to be talking specifically about one. The area is scoping, and we're going to go over a number of different areas that will prove beneficial to your project. Before implementing ISO 27001, you need to have a good handle on what information assets are and what they look like. Here's a list. One of the most important steps in the scoping exercise is to identify the organization and its geographic footprint, whether it's in the United States or South America. It could also be in other parts of the world, such as Africa. All of these areas are going to play an important role in your project. The more locations, the more complex the project gets. Australia, New Zealand is another area. The Middle East, each area has their own challenges and risks that need to be addressed during the project. The Middle East, India are also a couple of other areas within the globe where offices or data centers may be located. Asia is another area with a number of specific unique risks and issues to address, in addition to Europe. Another important aspect in this scoping exercise is to identify what information assets will be touched on and which specific departments within the organization will also be touched on. This will help, in addition to the scoping exercise, will also begin to set a footprint out for your governance committee, because each of the portfolio owners, the VPs or the executives in each area that will be touched on, will have to be involved in the governance exercise in order for the project to be successful. Now, information such as financial information or warehousing or logistical information, if that is in scope, will be challenging because it does touch on a number of different areas, and every area that the information flows within the organization and across the globe will need to be in scope for your project. In addition to the geographic footprint and the specific portfolios is the supply chain, because every organization depends on supplies from different areas and how they're transported, the logistics that's involved with receiving and sending out the products, the components that are required to build the final product, whether it's a server or a computer, as well as the distribution of those components and how they're sold across the globe. Each area will play a role within the overall scoping exercise. A few examples of supply chains are the one that I'm showing you here, which involves technology and cloud computing, but there are other types too, as well as pharmaceutical and within the health sector, where the supply chain is also extremely critical. And of course, the food chain is equally important. Where do you get your ingredients from, and where are they shipped, and how are they handled? One extremely useful exercise is to sit down and do a data flow diagram. This will also help with your privacy compliance. In the end, within your project charter, there will be 2 tables. One table will show what's in scope, and the other table will show what's out of scope. So you should go down the list and go through the regions and the portfolios and list them. In the end, you could end up with a simple bubble diagram with a 1-paragraph sentence that tells everybody what the scope of your cybersecurity program is, what's in scope of that program, and what's out of scope of that program will be important. This is an important communication tool for everyone. How can Secure Knowledge Management Incorporated help you with your ISO 27000 project? If you go to our website, you'll see that we have 4 primary channels to provide services to you. We can certify professionals by training them, or certify organizations, such as under ISO 27001. For professionals who already have the experience but don't have the time to provide the materials, we can help you develop those materials. If you don't have the skilled talent in-house, you can outsource the project manager, security manager, or auditor role to us. If you're under the crunch for mergers or acquisitions or due diligence exercise, you can outsource the entire project to us. To learn more about what Secure Knowledge Management can do for you, check out our website and contact us. Thank you for your time.